Welcome back. So I promised to do two things, so I'll actually do them in the opposite order. I'll go see Isaac before I color stuff in. Alright. The shooter apparently does not have ammo, which is interesting. Alright, so I can get the other weapons at least. Just to have a full loadout here. Oh shoot, I have to draw it though. Didn't occur to me. I keep getting caught off guard by having to draw things. Okay. Well, that's another thing that can shoot things. I drew a few things in the first game. I don't want to redraw any of those. Man, give me a minute. Okay, forgive me because I authentically think I draw too many things from this. But I had a really hard time thinking of things that, like, produce projectiles in any media that I played. Or any media I've consumed in general that I really much care about. There must be something I'm forgetting. I did briefly think of the Omochao gun from Shadow the Hedgehog, which I just thought was funny and something recently reminded me of its existence. But that's not what I'm doing today. This one will still be kind of weird to draw, admittedly. I think it can be pulled off. The main issue here is the length is not quite what I would like for this purpose, but I think we'll manage. I don't know, I guess I just tend not to play things that involve any kind of projectile anything anywhere. I guess I did briefly think of Klonoa's Wind Ring, but that doesn't usually fire off projectiles into enemies per se. You just hit, it's a shortish range thing you hit an enemy with. And then you pick up and throw the enemy instead. And this one is one that should have a little bit of imperfection in it. So I won't try to perfect the lines too much, if anything kind of the opposite. Perfectly straight line, fantastic, thank you. This should be another one that doesn't take forever to draw, at least. Try to space out the things that take a long time to draw, since, well, I only have so much time for one, but also I want to have a healthy mix of gameplay and drawing stuff in this game. Yeah, this is not quite... Should at least end a little bit thinner, but the length I'm allowed to have here is proving to be a bit of a hindrance to me. I guess that kind of works. See how convincing this really is in the end. I think that's too wide. But this just occurred to me as an option after having seen this done in a few places. So I figured I may as well utilize it. Would it be wrong to... not like that. Completely undo everything I just did? I don't think that works very well, though. This part's gonna be a little tricky, but it's doable, I think. This is where we have too few pixels to work with. I need a kind of unique color for this part here. There we go. I'm a little bugged by some details of this, though. And that helps a little, I think. Okay. And this part's kind of interpretive. Did not place that very well in its bounding box. That was too directly aligned with this bounding box. Still arguably a little biased towards the right compared to what it should be, but... So, I will destroy it! No. No, no inverse destroy it either. Stop it, please. Okay, are we good? Pencil and eraser. There you go, perfect. That's not really how I should have done this to start with. Hold on. Kind of more like this. I may have made a mistake trying to draw this at kind of an oblique-ish angle, but... just for my own sake of understanding where the hitbox on this thing is, I might add a little bit of... add some lines around it. Kind of like that. But otherwise I was thinking... just some simple shading on this thing. Not fantastic, but it's something. A little musical note kind of thing. So anyways, again, I've drawn too much SpongeBob for this game. But at the same time, I guess if there was any single thing to associate this channel with, it's kind of SpongeBob. Firing... these music notes are very small, but I'm firing them out of the clarinet. Squidward's clarinet, clearly. I'll leave a sword B for the moment, just because I don't want to draw another thing right now, and I don't know what it would be anyways. So instead, be able to fire this in other directions would be fantastic. This is just be able to shoot faster. I'm not sure how useful that is, because there's not usually a lot of enemies on screen or anything. Although, I guess I could find myself in a situation where it would be nice to be able to shoot a bunch of times and hopefully hit a single target. I think we're okay for now, though. So I'll make use of that soon. I've 100%ed the village. Fantastic. What do we call this place? On the top screen? Just village. Alright. So, what's your deal over here? That's a waterfall. Very nice. This game's already so pretty. I said that about the first game, but this game is like astounding, even by comparison to the first one. It really is rewarding just to fill in this stuff and see it look so nice. I can go here now. Awesome. Let's go indeed. I'm not going to get far this episode, I don't imagine, but... there we go. Of course, I move as I attack whatever direction, but it's a big help. And it's time to draw things. Specifically a lily pad. I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like there's... You know what? I do think I know. Fantastic lily pad, thank you, game. But, what was it? There was a game I played. This is going to be a very generic... Let it... Okay. See, there is... I can think of a game that was a block pushing game, a block puzzle type of game. And one of the things you could do was you could push, I think it was wooden boxes into water and they would float. And you could walk across them. The problem is that I just said I would stop drawing so much stuff from this one thing, and this was actually a SpongeBob game. So... This was, I don't remember what that one was called. That little SpongeBob block puzzle game. But darn it, what do I draw then? I must have seen floaty platforms in multiple games. I'm certain of it. I just can't think off the top of my head of what those were. I feel like I have very distinct memories of it. And maybe even multiple games. Give me a second. I have to think. Because I'm sure I remember something. Okay, this is a silly one. I'm kind of in the mood for something quick anyways. This one's just gonna be... This is kind of a weird, vague thing to reference, but it's a very short version of it's a very short version. The original was much longer horizontally. It's a very short version of the raft from one of the levels from Hannah and Achapa 2, where you did precisely this. Does this kill me? No. I mean dangerous waters. Yeah. But, just one thing I remembered. That one can go on top of over water. Hannah Choppa has such a minimalist art style that it's not usually going to take forever to draw something from that game. you doing, crab thing? Oh boy, more stuff to draw. I should also probably... Oh, I can just look up, I can't do anything with it. I'm much too eager to respawn, dude. I really have to get used to attacking, or to double jumping the right way in this game. You just really have to hold the jump to get your full height. Why can't I move the camera down? Is there a reason to ever use your fists in this game? Oh, anyways, this will be next time. Specifically a xylophone, that's very precise. Why a xylophone?